and welcome to Meet the Dog. Sorry for the late start. I got caught up with doing some things around the barn. I'm Chris, and this is Riker. Riker is from the Tribbles litter, born back March 2022. His parents are Sir Richard, aka Trip, and Bianca. He's a very good boy. He's weighing in, I think he was around 130 last we weighed him. 120-ish, 130-ish. He eats twice a day, 3 cups each. He's been losing a little bit of interest in his food lately, a bit distractible. But he's a very good boy. He's doing very well in his training. Not a lot of key issues. I saw nosy popped up a little bit once or twice, but I also just saw in one of the slots just no issues. So he's doing very well in his training. We're hoping we're going to be getting him out soon enough. Isn't that right, buddy? He is probably one of the most recognizable of the Tribbles. He looks a lot like his Uncle Percy. He's kind of got that almost mantle kind of look to him. So I'm going to open it up to some questions about Riker. Let's see. Gotta get the webpage opened. Sorry, folks, just loading it now. I had to rush in here, so I did not have everything prepared in time. Hi, yes, you're a good boy. He has a fun little system of being a genius 1 minute and then having 2 brain cells the next. He's a very odd dog. Come on, load. Explorer is giving me some trouble on loading. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to see if I can do something to help make it go a teeny bit faster. There we go. Any questions about Mr. Riker? Yeah. Good boy. Good boy. There we go. Crafty asks, what specific issues or weaknesses are you working with him in preparation for placement? So I mentioned it a little bit ago during his kind of general description, but it sounds like he doesn't have a lot of issues he needs to work on. While I was looking at, I took a quick look at the training logs for him. He didn't really have a lot going on for issues as far as when he has the vest on. So that's pretty much all set. The one thing that I do know has been a problem with him in the past is he is a bit of an escape artist. A while back, we had to stop putting him on Puppy Hill, Flatfield, and Pond because he had managed to escape from, I think, all 3 of them. Definitely Puppy Hill and Flatfield. He managed to jump. Yeah, Pond too. He managed to climb over the fence in Pond. So that is... we haven't had an issue with that since. So it's probably something that might need to be gone over with his potential recipient, but it could just be that once he's in a home and he has that kind of one-on-one attention, he's really not going to be going anywhere. Meanwhile, when he's here and he sees something exciting on the opposite side of the fence and he wants to be a part of it, yeah, he wants to jump over, and we might not always be there to stop him from doing it. Barb V asks, how has Riker changed as he got older? Honestly, not much. He's still a complete goofball. He's got 2 brain cells rubbing together at any time. When they do rub together, he's quite brilliant, but it's waiting for those 2 brain cells to rub together that can be the problem sometimes. He's a sweet boy, though, and that has certainly not changed at all. RVS is Riker get into any mischief? I had mentioned just a second ago that he used to be an escape artist. He has escaped from, let me count, Flatfield, Puppy Hill, Pond. I'm not sure if he's escaped from Deagle or not. I don't think he ever fully figured out the Deagle fences. Leaving the only ones that he hasn't escaped from as Ice, Deagle, and Laundry. So yes, he has gotten into his share of mischief. And for whatever reason, we still put up with him. It's probably because you are a love, huh? Though you absolutely need a brushing and a bath. Good boy. Any other questions about Mr. Ray? Oh, there we go. Barb V asks, who does he like to play with? He generally gets along well with anyone we put him with. He plays very well with his sisters, Naomi and Tasha, as well as his older half-sisters, sister, Jenny, and Waverly. He gets along very well with them. I tend to put him with Emma from time to time. He does well with her. Generally, he gets along well with everyone, I would say. I don't think he really has a particular favorite to play with. Not so much like Davis and sister play great together, Jack and Waverly. He doesn't really have anyone like that, at least not that I've noticed. We've been putting him with Sage, who's been boarding with us. She was on Meet the Dog last week, and they have a good time together. Crafty asks, where are the dogs being bathed at this time? When we do get a chance to bathe them, we have a hose outside of laundry, the laundry building that we will usually take them to out there. It's not the most ideal setup because they're trying to, of course, not get bathed, so they're pulling every which way. The ideal setup is we take them into the ice building because we have hoses in there, and then we can just put them in the kennel, lock the outside door flap, and then they can't go anywhere. But the puppies are in there right now, so it's been hard to bathe the dogs because we don't really have that ideal facility for it right now. Barb V asks, would you consider him a leader or a follower? I think he's a bit more of a follower. He's very well behaved. He follows all his commands very well. Sometimes he gets a bit distracted, but I wouldn't really say that that's kind of like an independent soul or like a leader or anything like that. I think he just gets distracted. He sees something interesting and wants to check it out. Crafty asks, do you think he will be better with a male or female recipient? I think he'll do fine with either. I think he's at that perfect height where he's going to be good for a whole range of people. Obviously, that is more Lynn's call, not mine. But I think he is at a very good height for what we want him to do. So I think he's going to do fine with male, female. Personality, he gets along well with anyone. He warms up to people right away. I think it's not really going to matter too much who we put him with. I think he'll saddle up to them immediately. Barb V asks, does he do anything that makes you smile or laugh? I would say his general demeanor just kind of makes me smile. He as I mentioned, he's a very sweet boy. He's very loving. He gets that, definitely gets that from his mother, where he's very cuddly. When I go to put fluffies in, he tries to lay right up next to me, cuddle with me. He's an absolute goofball. Despite the chaos the escape attempts caused, it did make me laugh a little bit to know that he knows how to climb over fences. Not jump, but he actively climbs them. Which I'm glad he hasn't been doing. But it was pretty funny the first couple times. I'm glad he doesn't do it anymore, though. He also keeps bringing his Kongs outside for some reason. Whenever we pass out Kongs at night, he'll always bring his outside. We'll lock the doors at night, and then I'll just find a full Kong outside in the morning. And you would think by now he would have learned to just leave it inside with him, but no, he keeps doing it. Every Sunday I come in, and almost always his Kong is outside and untouched because he got locked out before he could get it. What Barb V asked, and this is going to be the last question, what would he like to say to you if he could talk? I think he would like to say, can I go back to my kennel now? I'm tired. Because he's had a long day. And he looks like he's out of it. Is that right, buddy, huh? But that is all the time we have. Thank you all for tuning in. Sorry about the late start. I'll try to be better about that next week. But until then, everybody have a good night.